Hi, this is Ross, and I wanted to check in on doing a little 3-week video log series I'm going to be posting on unschooling or democratic schooling. I want to give you a little bit of background if you're not aware of what unschooling or democratic schooling is, and I certainly wasn't until a few years ago. A few of us parents here living in San Mateo in Costa Rica, we decided that we wanted something different for our kids, and we started to do some research, and then this democratic unschooling concept came up. And then we were really fortunate. It was actually some other parents and neighbors here that had met this group of three by the name of Grupo Rion in Ecuador. And Grupo Rion is Margarita, Esperanza, and Edgar, the three teachers, the three founders of this philosophy. And they had been practicing democratic and unschooling pedagogy and principles for the last 30 plus years in Ecuador. And so they relocated 2 years ago. It was kind of this perfect stars aligning, and we had a school space 2 minutes down the road from this little village we live in, and they're ready to locate. So for 2 years now, Casa Sula, it's casasula.com if you want to check the school out, has been in operation. And my 6-year-old daughter and my 4-year-old son, they've been attending it for the last couple of years. And so what I'm going to be checking in on for the next 3 weeks is that they offered this really incredible intensive program. It was actually a dear friend from Canada, Lisa, who actually did this program. She's done 3 of these intensives now. She's actually flown in from Canada with her 2 boys and done these intensives. She's an Air Canada pilot that is now kind of finding her way into this kind of niche, and she's doing incredible work in this space. And so she was the inspiration on both my wife Monica and I, saying, you know what, it was incredible to witness what she was going through on like becoming a better parent, becoming a more just present human being, all the things that she was learning about childhood development and the stages of these developments and how things change. And it was all this learning she was happening through this amazing group of 3 teachers. I refer to Margarita and Esperanza and Edgar as these 3 shamans that my kids have the privilege to go to school with. So today was day 1 of this 3-week intensive, so it's 15 school days over the course of the next 3 weeks. And what I'm just going to do is simply just check in and just share my experience. If this is something that's a completely new kind of education or pedagogy to you, and you're curious about it, I think you just find this interesting. It's just going to be kind of just raw, uncensored, sharing what I'm learning every day. What I witnessed today before, because all my wife and I have done to this point, is we've been going for the last many Friday afternoons, like arriving for lunch and being there for a couple hours and going home. So I must admit I had a little bit of nervousness and apprehension about, gosh, what is it going to be like going to school every day, all day, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for 3 weeks. And I was amazed because just today and getting there, I just really dropped in, and it was quite easy to drop in. What this type of education is, it's prepared environments. If there's probably one thing or a mission of these 3 teachers, is to really get the kids to learn how to love to learn. And some of the things that are part of the points of the school is no blackboards, no tests. It is completely free for the kids. They show up every day. There's all these prepared environments, and the kids go there and do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. Obviously, the teachers are there more just to hold space and adhere to the guidelines of no fighting, no screaming, no kicking, no punching. And I was really amazed. I mean, they've also trained some assistants who are there as well to hold space with this. And so we were told very much from day 1 here and for this entire 3-week intensive that we're really to be in a space of observation. Some of the things I learned right out of the gates today, just regarding just being really present. Just to day one just allowed me to slow down so much. This is a full off-grid experience. There's no checking my phones or emails at all throughout this process from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday for these 3 weeks. And so just the fact that both my wife and I, Monica, we committed to that, really, I think that was a big part of helping us to just really drop into this experience. So I'm going to check in every day just a little bit and just share my experience, share what comes up, the things I've learned, just kind of the golden nuggets of the day. And I'm just really happy to share this information. For those of you who don't know anything about this, I think you're going to find this kind of a fascinating journey. I know for me, this is being in like a self-development process and learning a lot about parenting, a lot about presence, a lot about things, kind of unlearning a lot of what I learned, and some of kind of things got passed down of what generational stuff. You're like, wow, there's quite a number of things that just that we're learning through development. We just didn't have it quite right, and so I'm working on releasing some of those things that may be not so healthy, and working towards the philosophies in our home that Casa Sula really provides, which is like, how can we create that family environment like they create at Casa Sula, which is just this environment of just authentic, autonomous children that love how to learn. And once that gets locked into the nervous system, which is, just an incredible goal to have, then the world is their oyster. So, I look forward to checking in, and I hope you do too.